Alright, my friend. I got the camera rolling here. I don't know how long I'm going to get on this camera. But I just found something very interesting. I was down there at the Kitco gas station. And I bumped into another customer that came into the store. There's an interesting conversation that started to take place. And now I'm sitting here trying to critique myself on how this conversation went, and I have to, the artificial God that's around, it likes to communicate with you, okay? And it starts critiquing what you said to someone and tries to find all your fear. Okay, this way this artificial God works. Likes to find your fear and what you said, and it tries to put confusion into your head. Because confusion is high density. The brain takes that. When you get confused and you're searching for something to try to say in your head, come on, Air Force Psychology, you could write a book on me now. Anyways, you're trying to think of something to say in your head, and all of a sudden your brain's wattage will go up. Okay, because it will run at about 30 watts, if I'm not mistaken. And then this density comes, and the brain has, just like an amplifier, when you play the guitar, it has to take that sound and it remixes the sound. And in the period of the spectrum of, it's all about timing. Timing. You'll think of something to say, and you'll take that energy and it will come out through your mouth, your eyes. And when you have an artificial God around and it's pushing wind up to you, and you have let's just, like, what is some of the static, I got static frizz all over my hair, so static frizz can be pulled down to my body. An artificial God here can see that because it's a sensor. Okay, and that's one thing, that's why humans are getting beat so bad right now, because artificial God has sensors that can see and hear this shit, and nobody wants to pay attention to that. And where I started talking about the conversation at, it's like, we don't want to pay, the conversation led to, you don't want bad stuff in your life, so like kind of don't pay attention to it. But it's like, when you pick up the newspaper and you hold it there, it's like, yeah, when mom and dad don't pay attention to the newspapers and they pretend that it doesn't exist, it's like, what are you supposed to do? You see all this shit in the newspapers that people want excoriated about. Like, I don't see you in the newspaper doing good shit. I only see bad shit in the newspaper. And the problem with, the reason why it's of high concern and of alertness is because there's other methods of what's going on right now that it really isn't published in a newspaper, and I want more of it published in a newspaper. But it's worth too much money. We can't tell people this because it'll lower our property value. You see it? Because it involves doctors, lawyers, armed forces, and the well-being of all people. But here's the kicker. In 2020, the whole planet cooperated. Okay? And this is how I'm getting myself away from these guys talking. Get off my fucking head, because the static pressure, the static frizz on my hair, it's going to be controlled. Anybody static frizz in their hair could be controlled. And then it makes you, hey, what's inside of the shampoo I'm using? Does it stop static frizz? What's in there? We're in 2025. Boy, oh boy. And then it's like, now I need to find, since I'm on the subject, now I need to find somebody like Mr. Max. Hey, Max, what the hell's going on? And you're out there kind of talking, but you're going to talk about what the problems are. Because with the eyeball, oh boy. and somebody takes your static frizz from your hair and wants to stop how the body regulates acidity, which is current. Pretty crazy conversation here, huh? But it's like common. It's going to be common knowledge within the next couple of years. And it's like you guys that have to. Wow, dude. Wow. Like when you have like just like a hair, okay, just like hair. Okay, you gotta imagine just a single strand of hair. Okay, and imagine that being a piece of static. Okay, just a single strand of hair, and it's a piece of static, and this static could go for miles. It's in your eyeballs, people. Your eyeballs fucking pull out and max. Like I don't know. I don't know what the hell you're gonna say about all this shit, Max. That's why we have to have autonomous airplanes. Yeah, the computer has to fly the airplanes itself, because the humans around all this equipment in there, this high grade equipment, seems to be a problem, doesn't it? Because the eyeballs. Anything else we want to talk about human eyesight? Well, if you can give the blind sight, that means you can see what that guy's seeing. Yeah. Hey, you can see what he's seeing. Yeah. Come on. Is it Friday? Am I gonna go to fucking Ken Wheeler's live stream tonight and make him hang up? Because he talks about magnets and shit like that. I'm gonna talk to him about dielectric pressure and static pressure. And everything I'm talking about right now is going to go on live stream on his little live stream comment section. And we'll discuss beta, gamma, neutrino, and scalar. Because when you start talking neutrinos, beta and gamma, you start getting down into them things that they like to call fucking node points, anti-node points. What's going on out here in the public in our black internet, huh, Ken? Don't tell no one, because it's worth a fortune. We want to keep the property value up. Secrets. And the ways a lot of these folks see this, there's folks that know of this, and the folks that know of this, you can't get a life insurance policy, can you? And then it's like, hey, whenever I go talk to a judge, hey, judge, I watch this guy, we talk about all this fancy pants aerospace and fucking internet shit, and how I could hack your eyeballs and see what you're seeing as you just take a piss. Hopefully you don't look at your dick, judge, because I'm gonna put your dick out there on the internet and sell it. You know what I mean? This is humanity today. Judge, we have an artificial intelligence, a computer, we'll call it a computer,